Good morning. Hey, it's been a while. I can't remember when was the last time I streamed. Was it Friday? I don't know. It's been a while. Um, uh, Now, that doesn't mean again, as I get back to work here online, doesn't mean I haven't been streaming. It just means I haven't been, or I haven't been working. It just means I haven't been streaming, which is not the same thing, of course. Uh, Okay, so where were we? All right, so things I've gotten done. I've actually been reasonably productive since last I was on here. Got a few things kind of working out. I did kind of go through my game plan and adjust all these I call it the inputs so that I can do things like put negative numbers on the leading by, because obviously you're not always leading. Things like the downs can only go up to 4, distance, 99 I think is the maximum you can have. To first could still be 99, I guess, if you're really having a really bad day. Can you imagine having to go 99 yards for a first down? Actually, I was thinking it's actually 98 because if you ever had to go 99, you'd be crossing the goal line. So you basically would have had first and goal, and then something horrendous happened. Probably multiple times. I mean, even if you like drop back to cover to go for the pass and you get hit and the ball goes flying, and then you do one of those everybody's diving for it bits for 20 or 30 yards, and then the other guys pick it up. I don't even know if that would count, because if they pick it up, they recovered it, which would give you a first down. So no, they could never recover the ball. So you're both diving around for it. Maybe you picked it up and tried to go, and you got hit again, and the ball shoots out again. And you recovered at the 50, having lost 40 some yards. And the next play, it happens again. Bam, you drop back you go into a shotgun. You're getting chased. You're 15 yards back. You get hit, fumbled again, and go shooting back again. And somehow, some miraculous way, your team recovers on the 1. And now you have 99 yards to go, but not to a first down. You would have had to have, maybe it was some yardage in 1 to go to get a first down, or 9. Maybe you had, maybe it was first and 10 to go, and you had to get to the 1 yard line to get a first, and then somehow you got pushed all the way back to the 98 yard, or to the 1 yard line on the other side, which means you have 98 yards to go for a first down, 99 for a touchdown. So 98 is technically the farthest you could go. I just didn't think I was going to matter. Nobody's ever going to have 98 yards to go for a first down. Or more. I mean, you can't have more. So it'll allow for 99, but you can't be 99, right? Now, you can have 99 to go for a goal, because in that scenario, you're 99 to a goal and 98 to a first, which would be pretty weird. But again, not going to happen, so I'm not too worried about it. I set them both at 99. The minutes, 30 minutes. I have them maxed at 30 minutes. They can be any number less than 30 minutes, obviously. I did not adjust the favored play values because they don't need to be. They just need to be numeric. So as long as they're numeric, I guess that's fine. I don't allow negatives, so there won't be any negatives. The only number that allows negatives is the leading by. So anyway, I kind of tweak those. Now I can put the numbers in I want, so I should be able to put in whatever. I do want to change the centering so that the enter data is valid. I still have to figure out some text outline so that when we get into the darker areas like that delete and add, they would still show up, like maybe add a white or even a yellowish color that kind of goes with the rest so that it still pops a little bit in the darkness. But anyway, so I have offense, I have defense. There's no defensive ones yet, but I got both. Special teams I have not created yet. Doesn't even have a link connected yet, but I will do that eventually. This is only because I'm using two components. This component here at the bottom is just a copy of the top one. And all it is supposed to be, it's eventually going to be a play display component. And that's the play editors for. So we're creating that. Now I've created a play editor so that we can add, I said, what the heck is this? I mean, everything works. So I've obviously got some kind of a weird thing going on with properties. But I mean, this works. I just don't know why it's just getting the error. So I'll have to look at that. But so this brings it back around. We're now here. Is that the same error? Formation such as, nope, it's just hanging out. I can close it. Nope, I guess I can't. It stays on the page. Nice. Formations.jsx is this pop-up. The layout is called formation layout object. So if I click on one of these, that's what loads up here. So I got the formation layout is loading up on here as well as on there. The next step is to start adding routes to all these. All these players need to have a route. So what I want to do is add, so like if you click on one of these positions, they're actually valid positions. And then it will create a list box here that you can add the route formations. And then I'm working on how to do that. So yeah, and then what I want to do is be able to insert an action. Like for wide receivers, I have various actions they can do once they get to that point. One is look for ball, or what did I call it? I had a term I was going to use, which was a good term. Scout. Oh, scout. So scout. I made that up. I don't know why. It just seems like a good term. But basically, at that point, you're scouting for the ball. You're looking for the ball. You're looking for a position on the field after that. Because like if you've hit your route, you're no longer running the same route, right? You're running. You can have scout happen at different locations. It doesn't have to be at the end of the route, but you could put that in. So, but basically, it's you're looking for the ball. Running, but anybody who goes out for a pass could scout for the ball. Now, linemen may not have that as an option, but everybody else can. Anybody can scout once they're out there. But the point is to try to get to an open space at that point. Preferably, you stay in that direction. You know, you're just running at that pace, just so that if you just don't want to stop, right? Just because your route ended, that would be bad. That's not good receiving plan. So ultimately, you want to be able to I'll step away for just a minute. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So where was it? Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can get this going. Now I prompted my buddies trying to give me a hand here. Let's see if I've got anything I can use. So let's go ahead. I don't really need this on the screen right now for myself anyway. So let's go ahead and shrink that up a little bit. I got to figure out how to. I don't know. This is like the minimum I can make this. It's like the. Other than that, because my field will go off the screen. I feel like I want to be able to resize that. At some point, I may have to. It'll get tiny. You can see that my spacing isn't terribly great either. I wonder if it would help if I increased my grid size. There's no reason why this field can't be a little wider. I mean, really. You know, oddly enough, the football field is actually quite wide. An NFL football field is almost half as wide as it is long. And you can see here that even this here, which isn't even a full-length football field, isn't even half. Because it's almost 50 yards wide. Most people don't notice that. I didn't even notice that. I didn't know, but I based on my understanding, it's almost 50 yards wide, which is nearly... A soccer field is wider. But football fields are pretty close. Let's see if I can do a tweak here. Let's go ahead and close or not close it, but move. Oh, dang it! I don't want to close that one. So we'll go ahead and maximize this. Let's go over to my play editor. Let's see here about increasing the width of things. I think let's go with the 250 pixel width. And I'm not going to change the length. Let's just see what that does. Did it do anything? Didn't even change. What just happened? Okay, I'm expecting more response than I'm getting here. Why is that not doing anything? Well, that's weird. All right, let's close it. It's not quite taking my sizes. Oh, there you go. That's wider. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Let's put one where these two guys. That's a little bit more roomy. That works. Now these marks, the lines on here are 5 yards. They're supposed to be about 5 yards at a time. So theoretically, this would be like, 10, 20, 30, 40 yards worth of field. That's all it is. 40 yards plus 20 yards behind them. So that is kind of the next thing. So this is why I wanted to set up my formation so that they be... Oh, we got a FedEx delivery. Be right back. Okay, you can't be leaving FedEx packages out on the porch. I mean, I don't know that I've ever had one stolen. I think we've had ones that didn't get shipped, but I don't know if we ever had ones that weren't stolen. Um, to make this actually look like a smaller field, it probably would make sense to make this smaller. To make this more, because this is only, well, let's see, if it's, this is roughly 60 yards. So in theory, it's got to be almost as wide as it is long, and it would make more sense, right? Because it wouldn't look like a football field. So maybe that's just it. Maybe let's go ahead and bring this up. My width, let's bring it up to 300. And then we'll take this one down here. Gotta make that to 300 as well. It's actually going to be a square, but that's okay, because like I said, it's not a full field. Holy, what did I just do? I didn't make it that wide. Oh, I put 3,000 on my pixels up here. Oh, okay, that's better. 3,000, that's a lot of pixels. Okay, so that'll make it look a little cleaner, a little bit more like I'm working with part of a field and not all of a field. And it'll give me more spacing for my my positions. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just looking at it, trying to decide if it's enough. I've noticed that 300 pixels in width is I guess it is kind of a square. It's interesting, I had to give it a little bit more height, like I have 305 here versus 300 here because I was getting a scroll bar. I needed to somehow shrink this to stay inside. It was, yeah, it was weird. So I gave it an extra few pixels and that seemed to do the trick. Okay, yeah, that gives me lots of room. All right, so now we got to try to see if I can implement. Now this is where my grid system. This is where my grid system really kicks in here. So the goal here is that when you click on one of these players, a little list box will show up, which lets you give it the coordinates and commands of what you want it to do. And then that gets saved eventually into the database. So now I'm thinking I'll have to have a save button that's related to the list box because, you know, you might tweak and change your mind, and I don't want it to be auto-saving everything. So if you don't click save, your route won't get saved. But I do want a save for every route. So if you don't save the route, it won't remember the route. So, and then I have to load the routes, and that's going to be fun. Get them, load them, make them show. You know, my daughter is at the train station. She's supposed to be going to LA to meet to see a friend, but she decided to take the train. And of course the train's stupid. Wow. So her plane was supposed to leave at 9:50. When was this? So supposedly about 15 minutes she gets to leave. So almost 2 hours after. That's a serious delay. But just keeping tabs. So I have to keep tabs. It's my daughter. Got to make sure she's doing good. She gets on the train. Everything's good. Just hold on just a minute. Sorry about the delay here. Trying to. Oh, I see what the problem is. Never mind. Okay. Where was I? So we're trying to get the routes applied. So let's see here. How can I do this? I was kind of talking to my AI friend, Claude, yesterday, and Claude had some ideas, but then Claude kept giving me the wrong ideas. It had the wrong idea about my idea. So I had to keep coming up with something. I had to keep going, nope, that's not going to work. And then I'm like, oh, I see what the problem is. You don't know what I'm doing. so I had to, I gave it the code, and then it tried to figure it out. And then turned out I gave it the wrong code. I gave it, I don't know, the formations, or no, the game plan instead of the editor, play editor. And now I have to figure out what it's talking about. All right, so this is what Claude came up with when I asked it. So I basically said, here's the code I'm working with, and then it was going to try to keep it in, and then it goes, this enhanced version formation maintains your existing table grid, which is what I created and I wanted. Coordinate system adds position selection when clicking on a position marker, shows a list box on the position ID when a position is selected, exactly what I wanted, draws yellow lines from it. I was just going to use yellow routes. Again, a lot of what I ask for is just give me the basic, and then what I'm actually thinking is I might have the routes change colors. Like the first route will be yellow, second route will be blue, and the third route will be red, and fourth route, if we have it, will be green. Just so you can kind of identify the which route is primary, and then the order of secondary, tertiary, quaternary. Alexa, in numerical order, what comes after tertiary?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, after tertiary, the sequence continues with quaternary, quinary, centenary, septenary, octonary, nonary, and denary. By the way, you have 2 new notifications. Do you want to hear them?
I was right. It is quaternary. And then, what did I say? Centenary? And then septenary is 7. I didn't hear what 6 was. But I was only looking for quaternary. So I was right. Yay, me. Okay, so I gotta make sure, and it says it won't break anything. Foundation component. The component will work with your existing play editor without requiring any changes. Oh, wow. Now this is basically adding clicking to the field, because I gotta be able to click on it and add things. So we'll see how that works. So, well, let's add this stuff in here. Let's add in the create. So we have the create the position click, and we got gonna create a grid. This is creating the system by which my entire app, the code will be function. And then I'll have to verify, but basically let's see what it's doing here. We've got to handle a position. So it's when we click on one of my positions. Basically, this is where it's going to create the list, I think. Constant rect equals cell, get bounding. So yeah, it's creating a rectangle, which is my list box, I guess. Get bounding client rectangle, set selected position, ID, player position, element, current target, cell, and then the rectangle left plus width. I'm a little concerned. Well, no, I guess we're doing this anyway. Container height and width. Okay, oh, so this is to determine so that my grid can be sized according to whatever dimensions. This is where I was setting the pixels width of my field earlier. So if my field gets wider or narrower or taller, shorter, whatever, all I have to do is make sure that my grid fits the width so it widens out or the height. But my grid positions will be the same. So if I tell it my grid is 20 by 5, which won't work, 20 by 20 or something like that, or 20 by 50, even though my position of my field characters will be the same. So if there's more grid length height, they'll still stay in their same zone. I don't want it to be relative to the height, because it was calculating it all on height of the image. And I'm like, that's not going to work, because that means it's not positionally consistent. I can't squish the height, right? Everything would have to be the same size for the grid to lay out correctly. So I said, no, let's not do that. We're going to use different dimension grids. Therefore, I have it all relatively the same. So wherever I put them. All right. So what do I need at the top? Is there any new parts at the top? So definitely, I have my cell height and width, which is here. I don't know what the if not selected formation. Is that a protective action? Oh no, I have that up here. Okay. Oh, I see what that's doing. That's probably clearing out the previous selection. Okay, so really it's adding these guys in. These are my new constants. And do we have any new parameters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, no new parameters, so that's good. The only problem is this setup could be problematic for my formation selector. Because I may have to do a conditional thing that turns off some of this functionality, because I already have create grid. Is it the same? Did it change anything? It's duplication here. Fill map array fill select the formation position here for each player position lineup block. We got 3 constants: x, y, grid y, lineup position center, x, y, 1, y, 1. If grid 0, grid y 0, grid y less than y. Grid y, grid x. Nope. So we don't need this. So the only thing that's new in the non-layout aspect is this handle position click, which I think I need one more parameter. Because I need this to not be clickable if it's not clickable. There are times when this is just going to be viewable. So we're going to go like is play editor. If I'm not going to handle any clicks. Not handling any clicks if we're not in the play editor. Can you do defaults? Can a prop have a default? I don't know. Is that okay? is that allowed in React? If I don't pass play editor, will it say will it be false? Can props have a default in React.js? Oh, I guess you can. My component, my prop equals default value. Oh, all right. For the easy questions, I always ask one of the co-pilots because they're unlimited. Well, it's unlimited in here because I paid for it, but it's super cheap compared to like Claude, and I like Claude and ChatGPT on the web are better, more accurate, and give you better answers, but you get limited uses of them when you're using them for free. So I don't like to. Gotta be careful about my wasting questions. All right, so that does that. So now, as I've put in the handle. Oh, handle position click. Oh, I got to add in this handle table click. Huh, okay. Calculate grid coordinates relative to center. Table after current return is const sal equals e to close of TD. Huh. That's going to be weird. So basically it's figuring out where the sal is in relation to the... and this creates a line. Huh. I'm gonna have a number of things I gotta do here. So we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so for once I've done the handle table click, and I've already done the create grid, handle position click, handle table click, and create grid, which is the same one as I had before based on what I reviewed. Now we need to figure out how that differs from my current return. So let's see, full border. This is doing a lot more stuff, that's for sure. So we have my table here. See, how is the table? Table, body, create grid map. Is there a way to pop this out? Nope. Okay. I like to compare. I have to compare. I don't trust. I'm not a trusting person. But okay, I do need this. Let's see, full height, border collapse. Okay, so this is the table header, which is fine. I'll put that in there. But it does add some divs. So hopefully that won't be a problem, but I will add that in. And this is just for the table. Now I got to add my divs at the bottom. Oh wow, it's actually, the selected position. All right, so that's the div part. I was doing the SVG thing on my... Huh. Oh, this is all new anyway. Oh, that's the line creation. Oh. So this is all the new stuff that comes in after the table. Then there was the table body. Now let's go see what the table body's doing. I'm curious how much different that is. So we have the map, we have the key, we have the call index, and then we have our cell output, call index, style. Oh, it actually looks like the body's not that different. Then we have the cell, okay. So really the only significant difference is it adds the line piece. And we attach this to give it the clickable grid handling. So should be good. Because this is giving me the table object and making it clickable. This is going to add the ability to add the route lines that hopefully will create correctly. Beyond that, this is all the same. So I guess the question is, what happens when I save this? It blows up. Boo! Boo! All right, so 152. Okay, so I probably messed up my table areas here. Did I kill my table? Nope. So everything below table, I probably just missed a parenthesis or some goofy thing. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our game plan. Now I need to go into my formation. Let's see, my formation selector or formations JSX, and this guy is play editor equals false. Can that be that? No. Well, I thought maybe it would. Because what if I say by default is false here? Hmm. Mm-hmm. So I can't do false? Can I do... Oh, maybe I have to do this? Ugh. Oh, I didn't realize it put use state in my formation layout. No. Did it add it? Oh, it did. I don't even have card. What the heck is this UI card thing? That must be a new thing. I don't know what card is. Oh, Matt, never mind. Let's just dump that. Oh, do I have to do that separate? Huh. Oh, okay. Okay, what's UI card then? I don't know what this is. What is this? So, was it trying to get me to use some other weird thing? All other is the same. Wow, it does require additional because use state and use ref are new, but that's good. I don't want to have extra crap in here anyway. So I don't even know what it changed though. It's like, do you want to tell me what you changed so I know where it is? It's just like, yeah, I removed that. It's like, but I didn't know where it was in the first place. What'd you do? So now I don't know what changed. I'm not, because I don't, like this is brand new. Anything that's brand new, I don't mind just putting in, but I have to know because it wasn't like it's going to break what already worked. That's the thing. And if it isn't going to break what already worked, I'm not worried about it. But if it's brand new, I'll let it put it in because, you know, it never existed. I don't need new component crap. If I can do a standard stuff, I will. So we got anything different up here? Table, ref, use, use state. And we got coordinates, lines, and selected. Okay, so that's it. What did it do down here? Anything? It's funny, I didn't even ask it to change anything. I just said, what is it? I want to know. If it's something I need to put in, tell me. I would have probably just put it in. Maybe. I mean, if it helps, I don't know what it looked like. That's why I was thinking maybe I'd try it. And if I don't like it, then I'll say, okay, I don't want to use this. But see, now I don't know what I'm actually replacing here. Well, I don't have import card. Oh, wait, I did take that out, right? Oh, I did not. And it doesn't have a reference to it anymore, so we must have got rid of it. Playbook, play editor, offense, click. Hey, we're back up. Except I still have that. I gotta fix that. Alright, so now supposedly, oh yeah, look, my formations can be clicked. Nice, alright, click. Oh, yeah, see, I knew that was going to do that. Yeah, that's not going to work. I mean, I don't mind a list box, but it can't be on my grid. It's good. What happens? And look, it squished my entire formation. No, 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 nope, not going to work. And I don't want it on the right. I want it on the left because I got a big white space there that's perfect for such a thing. Maybe I can lay it out. Let's go see. Let's go see if I can just figure this out on my own. So we got handle position. This is the rectangle. Position. Okay, so that works. ID. So it did put position W1. Set selected position. Get bounding rectangle. None of this states where it's going to go. Handle table click. So I click a position and yeah, see, it's putting it. Yeah, it's not going to work. Problem is if my zone of work is limited. In other words, I don't know if my component is allowed outside of this area. How's my play editor work? If my play editor says this component is taking up this gap, it's not going to work. See, my div says it's only this big. But I wonder if I was to make it, let's say, let's go 450. I'm going to see if this will actually change. It shouldn't change the size of it, right? Because it's still only these. No, that didn't work. No. So like, so that's the play background. So we gotta put that back at 300. Okay, so that means my formation cannot exceed the width of my play area, short of me putting it outside of the div, but that would be risky. Huh. Yeah, it's putting the list box inside. I don't think I can work with it that way. Shoot. Curious, does it draw the lines now? Huh, it does, look at that. But it keeps drawing them from the same point. It needs to draw from the last point, but it does draw the lines, but we've got issues yet, obviously. Because for one, I don't have a way to save the route. Do I even have a way to change my... It's okay. Well, at least it's kind of sort of in a way starting to work. First run, right? But it's got to go from the last point, from the new coordinate. Huh. And I don't want it to say coordinate. I might do something like stop, or what do I want to call it? A stop. What's the next? Maybe I'll just call it move. Move to blah, move to blah. And then have an action, move to blah. That's all. I'll just call it move to. But that's fine. Again, not the problem. Hmm. All right, well, let's try something else because I'm limited to the area here and I can't put a list box inside. Okay. Kind of works, but not quite like I need it to. I don't want the list box inside of my play background. Thus, it cannot be part of the formation layout component. What I need is for the formation layout component to return the click component, and for that, a click to return the clicked coordinate to the play editor, and for the play editor to handle the return coordinate by adding it to a list box positioned to the left of the play background div. Honestly, what I'm thinking is, if this is my filtered component, which is my formations, I probably need a div that goes right in the middle here. And then this I'm going to take out. I'm going to call it route definition. Or man, I do not. When I'm typing fast, I don't spell worth a dang. And for the player to handle the return coordinate by adding it to the list box. That should be placed inside the, man, oh man, Ken, inside the route definition. Oh my gosh, definition. Diff. This is my current play editor code. Yes, that'll work. Okay. That'll work in my head. We're going to find out if it actually works. Here we go. All right, Mr. Claude. I know I don't have many questions left. I think I only get like 15 questions with Claude. So it's not many. And the more, and supposedly the longer it is, like if this is a continuation of one I started yesterday, which means it's a long chat, which means it's probably going to cut me off any minute now. So hopefully I can get close enough that I can continue this in the future. All right, so in play editor, now let's modify our play editor to handle state and display. So we got handle route click, which is probably going to go out here. Position click, route click, and then your existing code. Okay, so they're just cramming this stuff up. Oops. New state route tracking. Okay, so these guys got to go up here. We will just stick them. Do I want to put them before the use effect? All right, let's put them up here just because it keeps it clean. All right, selected formation here. Okay, so I didn't add anything new there. Okay, so that's all we need. All right, so that gives us these two guys, which are going to handle the clicking, what to do with the clicking. And then my route definition, which I left as a dummy spot, so it has nothing in it. I can just copy this code out now here. Since again, it's not going to break anything. I'm not too worried about what's in it, because the worst it does is itself doesn't work, which is new code. Route definition, class, selected position. Putting a border on there, class name, font bold, selected position. Coordinate, we're going to call this not coordinate, we're going to call this move to, because that's basically what's happening. You're moving to that location. And what I'll have to do next is add a save button underneath this list box that will allow me to save the route to the database. And I already have kind of the and what I also need to do is well, let's see. Does it do anything else? Is there anything else new? Your existing code goes here. What's wrong with my... Okay, it doesn't do anything to the play background. Okay, so nothing changes with the play background. But formation, yeah, okay, so we got... so it's just a matter of what handling it. Okay, so selected formation. Yeah. Width, X, center, center, to... Okay, so it's adding these three things. These must be on position click, on route click, and selected position. That happens, okay. And we'll just go here. And there you go. So now we have our responses, position click, route click, and selected position. Okay, so that should allow us to handle what we're doing with the route. That'll move it out. Now I got to go back to my formation layout. And they actually still have the stuff because, yes, we still have to do this. We just don't have to do as much with it. This is going to be a simpler. Click setup. And then we have our grid up here. Okay, so create grid. We still have calculate cell dimensions. We still do that. Still have the table ref. The difference is oh, it just took all my parameters and moved them down. And I probably don't need my is play editor thing I was going to put in there anyway. So really, that's all it did, is he just got rid of all this stuff. Oh, not table ref, that's still there. Because it was getting so long, it was becoming a need to move it down like this. So my list is long. I don't use useState anymore, that's good. Still apparently using useRef though. All right, so now we're going to take my return over here, which is probably, I don't even know, did it? I forgot. Did we actually change anything here? Oh yeah, that's right, because we have to set up the clickabilities, the clickalations. So there's no more line drawing with this stuff, so it might be just setting it back to what it was before. Yeah, I think he just basically erased what I had before, because we don't have any of the div stuff anymore. Pretty much right where we had it. Yeah, we got our row map. We're going to go through, lay everything out. So, okay, so let's go ahead and save this. Let's see what breakage we get. We kind of moved off our screen, though. So it adjusted kind of weird. Huh. I don't like that it moved over so far. Is that because my Sal is in here? Oh, could be. Could be. How big is the list box it made? Because I got a lot of space here, unless it went in here. Oh yeah, look how big that is. Whoa, that's what's pushing me off. It has nothing to do with anything else. Whoa, that is a big list. It's great, but it's not positioning, it's not drawing the line. Oh, yeah. Well, no, it should draw the line because the line is part of this code. All right, so we're close, but my list box is way too big. Way too big, man. We gotta close that puppy off. Yeah, sirree. All right, our width here. Where is it showing our width? Border gray, round definition. Why is it so long? Why is it so wide? I don't see the width. Is it up here? Is it just naturally fat? It must be naturally fat because there's nothing here telling me how big to make that. Huh. P4? Width 1/2. 1/2 of what? What if I just said 150? No, is that going to be a percentage? Oh no, that's good. Still seems pretty far to the left, or to the right, doesn't it? How big is this column? Must be this thing, right? Yeah, we got radio buttons here. That must be taking up way more space than they need to. What if I go W 300? Did that do anything? Nope. How about VW? Is it VW? V height? VW? Nope, that's not having any effect. Place. Still have it at 1/2. What is that? Is that the one I just did? Aha! That's a little far, but probably should do something more like that. That didn't matter, but let's try 200. Nope. Nope. Obviously doing something wrong because this isn't changing anything. Where is formations at? Formations component is here. Must have its own drop because I put it next to here, but it's showing up. It's showing up under it. So maybe, because I do have the list already here. This is because it's not inside of the other div. I'm trying to decide if I want it up there. I think I want it level with the formation selector. Honestly, I think I want all of it level with the formation selector. I don't know, I just felt like it should be lower, which means I'd have to lower or squish the field some. I don't know why my voice is wigging out. So my apologies if I sound like a horse. Move to 1, move to 2. I don't think I need counters. I think the problem is it starts over, right? So if I say move 2 and I say move to 1, it's going to say, because each time it's like I move here, move there, move this. But no, it's supposed to be move here, then there, then there, then there. It's supposed to be a relative positioning. I probably could do something like route and then not label anything else, just route, blah, 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 action, blah, blah, action, blah, blah. You can do actions at every stop. So you move to location, do something. Now you would only do an action that's like I don't know, a stop or a hitch or I'm trying to think of all the different actions you can do. There's going to be scout, hitch, stop, that's it. Probably it's just scout, hitch, and stop. Hitch is just turn around, like you're going to catch it. I'll have to tell it. Obviously, I'll have to program that in, but it will be that. So if I know formations is below, then maybe the thing I need to do, see, that should be below too. How come they're showing up side by side? Is that because divs are side by naturality? And because that's inside the div, it drops below because it's inside the div. So I could do something like, what if I put that div, put that inside this other div? quite. uh, why did that go below? What if I put this in a div? I'm just messing around now. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Well, poo on you, man. It did drop it below, but I didn't want it to go below. I wanted it to go to the right. Why? Because there's not enough room. I want space. All right. Doesn't do anything, but so we have this guy. We're getting these labels, div, and then this thing shows up underneath for whatever reason. And this shows up next to. Why is it showing up next to these guys, this div, but below this? Is that because of this div settings? Flex call? Flex? Flex call probably just means put everything in a column. But that means anything, if I were to put this here and that goes column, it would put this div under and then probably put my field under that, and I don't want that. I should know, because if flex call did that, that means this guy, if I put mine inside of it, should have put this underneath. Oh, I did. I guess it put it under the, it put it under this, under this, under this. But then this div just says flex because I don't want my I want my black background to be right side. So if I really wanted it, holy moly. If I wanted this to be a top level, I don't know, what the heck is this div doing? I got like an extra div in here because I don't know what this div is doing. It's just flex. So I got 3 divs. There's this one. Flex call puts this guy. And then this guy would be, no, because that flex call is not doing what I thought. Okay, never mind. Flex call. God. Understanding the nonsense that is this thing sometimes. I'm saying, man. So the call is putting them underneath each other. And that's why when I put that, it put it all the way under. I don't want it to go under. I want the div that is what if I do this? Okay, let's try this. I think I have a plan. I want div, and we'll go div, and we'll put this guy inside of that div. Ah, didn't work. I want these guys side by side. Why are you being a turd? What if I say class name equals absolute. No, that did not do it. Ah! Better. But I want them spread out, man. Put some space in there. I think, what is it? The P one? Is that the one? Let's see. P-4. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's putting stuff after, though. I don't want too much after. I mean, in all honesty, you know what? I don't want this. No, I'm being wishy-washy. But you know what? This is supposed to be attached to the play, not to the formation. So really, what I should have is a div that goes here. And then underneath this, have a div. Give me a minute, man. We'll get there. That's close, but not quite. I do not want flex call. Let's just go a side by side. Well, that's fine. I don't need that. But this div. Equals flex. Aha! Wait, wasn't I already there? You're like, yeah, it looks pretty familiar. Thinking you may not have gotten as far as you think you did. But it is bitter-ish. But you know what? I think I know what the problem is now. What I need is that. How about that puppy? No, because that's going to push them right next to each other again, isn't it? Ah. Well, no, I could probably create a pre-space because I have my own. I have a div in my div now. So these two guys are sharing a div, and I could probably space them out. We will do. Oh, come on. I can't find the equal sign. X. There we go. We're almost there. Now I just need to put in some kind of a spacer here on this guy. And the question is, what would be that spacer? Oh, is that margin? Oh. That one's kind of weird, huh? Nope. It does seem to be stretching things out, but not the way I want it to. Okay. Let's go ask Copilot, because I'm spending too much time on this. I still haven't figured out all my, I have not figured out all the little, how do I add space between the, show component filtered component and the div media. Yeah, I know, but I just don't remember what it's called. W150. Where did it put it? You did? I don't see. Oh, MB. It added MB4, but it didn't add anything. The code's not actually sitting here. That's kind of funny. Look, there's no. It says he added MB4, but the thing is, filtered component is above. Oh, okay. So it's adding it to this thing. Why to that thing? That doesn't feel like the right space. But let's put it right here. MB-4. Nope. Gotta hit save on the right box, Ken. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything either. Where did it put it exactly? Put it here? That doesn't do anything either. What the heck are you talking about, Copilot? Alright, let's go talk to this one. Oh, you know what? I think I might need to save and stop because my Copilot's been dead for a while now. It just like doesn't work. No, my network's fine. Refresh my credentials. Oh, maybe I need to do that. That's possible. How do I refresh my credentials? Can I do it on here? Well, it's taking me to the right place, but... Huh. Well, if there's a problem with my... with my credentials, it's not showing it. Probably just need to close and reopen. Because honestly, I haven't really restarted this in a long time, even after I went on my trip. We went on a trip for a little while, and we were gone for a number of days. That's why I wasn't online. Kind of hard to stream when all I've got is my... I mean, I technically could have streamed, streamicized, but wasn't convenient. You know, I'd have been in the middle of the living room. I didn't have a headset. I had a mic only. It would have just been terrible sound and probably terrible camera quality. I mean, not that my Surface has a bad camera. It's just, you know, angles and weird, and it would have been cramped, and yeah, it would have been no good. No good. I say not de bien. Not de bien. All right, let's see. Did it work this time? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're back. All right, let's go ahead and open a chat window. And we'll pin it for now. And then, for some reason, we're on an old chat, which I don't need right now. We'll go new chat. How do I add some decent space between line 1, 12 and the div on line 1, 13. I added MT4 class to the div on line 13. Add a margin top of 1 rem. I don't need a top. Holy moly! Ah! That's so terrible. 3 hours. Ah, my poor Hita. My daughter's just on getting on a train. It was 3 hours late. Oh, that is so bad. Three hours late, which means she was supposed to show up at a nice, manageable 9 p.m. And instead, she's not going to show up until almost midnight. Ugh. And that's after 36 hours of train ride. Everybody's got to love that, right? All right. Let's see. Why is it margin? Oh. No. No. I want horizontal space, not vertical space. Space X4 class to the parent. Div class name flex. Space dash X dash 4. All right. Let's go like that. Space dash X dash 4. 4. All right, let's see what we get. Let's go back to my git bash. Since we're here, we'll do a npm run build just to get everybody online to each other. Make sure we're not doing anything like, I don't know, introducing compile errors. I don't know how to get rid of the puny code crap. I wanted to remove it, then it gave me a big old, oh, if you want to remove this, go blah, 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 blah. I was like, whoa, is it that hard to get rid of puny code? Is it? Let me see, what's... How do I get rid of this warning? I don't even think I am using puny code. Oh gosh, dang schnabbits. This warning. God, you can't... Whoa. Who's that? Yeah, I know. I probably should get rid of that. And I got rid of these image things. Blah. Alright, well, let's go npm. Let's get myself on target here. On task. Npm run. I've been using ad blocker, but you know, so many sites are like, you're using an ad blocker. We're not going to let you see our stuff no more. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Page cannot be found. What is that nonsense? Huh? Oh, did it do that? Did it do that? Oh, did I orphan my stupid... Yep. Ah, God. Grr. I have to do this all the time now. Somehow. What other tool is using my app? I don't know what's using it, but we're going to get rid of one. (1:11:04). Okay, so now we're going to go try to kill. We're going to be a killer. 1:11:04. Killed. Now we still have stuff on here, but it's like I don't even know what those are. I don't know what the heck, man. What is all this? What is using 3? Maybe I should stop using 3000. You know, change it to 30/30 or something. I think there's other things I keep trying to jump in there and use my. Like when you do 0, it just goes, you can't do this, but then it works. Watch, see, it's like gone, and then I go like that, and well, now it's down to one thing. Still says it's using it. Something's using it though. I have no idea what. I have nothing on my phone or on my computer right now. Oh, now it cleared. It's like it just needed to clear itself. Okay, well, whatever. We should be back. We'll run 3,000 now. Well, I didn't do the build first, but that's alright. I think that'll work. Just gave me that stupid thing now. Interesting. Mm-hmm. That's not what I wanted to see. See, I didn't want them. I liked this over on the other end, but Okay, I may have to get some professional assistance. What I really want is I want the stuff that's in this div to basically be right aligned. I'll give it an ID, so I can go ID. ID equals play definition. Finish. Okay. Now we're going to go back to my Copilot. Let's see if this Copilot can get this answer from me. How can I set the div with ID equal play definition to be right aligned while leaving the component up where that's probably what I want. ML auto, let's try that nonsense. So we're going to go flex ML auto. Let's try that. ML. No, that didn't work. Do I need to change the width of the parent object? What is the parent object? I didn't do anything. Ah, Murgly murgly. What the frickin' French fries? Okay. So we haven't moved any to the right. This needs to move to the right. Maybe I need to make it bigger? Like do something like VW dash 50%. Okay, I'm obviously doing something wrong. Obviously. One might say obviously. Okay, That did not move it at all. Bigger. Right. Increasing the viewport. Width on the div. To be honest, talking to Copilot is not as fun as talking to Claude or ChatGPT. It's not. He's boring. He just says, to do this, do that. He's like, it's kind of like the difference between talking to a robot from the 70s and a robot of the nows. You know, it's like, yes, I am a robot. You want to do this. Click here, click there, click here, click there. And then the current ones, oh, hey, yeah, I'm a robot, but hey, I can give you a hand with that. Sure. You know, it's like just so much more personable, so much more friendly to chat with. W full to the parent div to ensure it takes the full width of its container. Full? W full. Okay. W dash full. Okay, so the ML auto class is used on the play definition div to push it to the right. Oh, on its parent container? Wait. Alright, so we're going to go here. And then we'll do this. Huh. It's not doing anything. And if that is supposed to move to the right, where are we slipping? Slipping away. Let's just see here. If I go W equals 500. Nope, it's not doing anything. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's W dash 800. Huh. We are not moving, folks. Something is blocking me from moving in. I want this guy to position margin. Class is used on the play definition div to move to the right. This should ensure the play definition div is right aligned while the component above it. That's fine, but it's not working. Nothing's happening. All right. Let's go talk to ChatGPT. Trying. Let's go to a new chat window though. Let's do a new window. Trying to move the play definition div to the right of my viewport. While the formations selector component remains on top, or remains on the left. Current settings, however, seem to do nothing, as the play definition div is still very close to the formation selector, and there is several inches on the right of sure the parent flex container takes full width. Okay. Your play setup div is currently flex col, meaning it stacks elements vertically. However, the play definition div needs to be pushed to the right, so its parent container should use flex row instead. Okay. Alright, so if play definition is here, this is its parent, so we should be saying flex row. No, that didn't work. What else you got? Modify the flex container that wraps both the formation selector and the play definition so they are positioned. Everybody's positioned fine. I just need there to be a gap, and I just need to move the gap to the middle. Inside definition has a proper width. The play definition has no defined width. Adjust the ML auto property. Alright, I think my dog needs to go upstairs. Be right back. You go up. Come on. Okay, I'm back again. I got me cookies. Took my dog upstairs, got me cookies. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Um. Well, not quite. What else we got? That didn't do anything. Huh. All right. Well, where are we? I mean, it adjusted things. We're still not moving all the way. So we moved that to the third, and that's 2/3. But somehow this is not full width. I feel like that's the problem. We're not getting, I don't think this guy is being given the space it needs to be full width. What if I change this to full? W-full again. Well, okay. What the? That doesn't do anything except make my screen fit weird. It may give me a. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. That's not. I should probably be like. I don't like. I don't like it when I get like. Scroll bars. For no reason. Like my things push off or whatever. Like there's something there that's not quite right. But it's not doing anything. This is not moving to the right. Uh-huh. Justify end. This didn't do anything either. There's nothing happening. We're not getting anything to the right. I don't think our overall div is big enough, or there's just something McFunky here. Why is it doing that? Fine. Okay, so that fixes that, but I don't know why it needs to be shorter. It's like it's not fitting within the area provided by the parent object that this component is sitting in. But why can't I get this to fit in, move to the right? Nope. Play definition. Oh my gosh, play definition. Still sitting almost next to. Yeah, I tried that. Didn't even give me a. Okay, it says try updating the one that's holding them both. So we got play background, and then we got play definition, and then we have. Oh. Play definition is right here. Makes it big. ML. Alright. Just changing it to an absolute size. This don't feel right. But whatever. Instead of 2/3, it didn't work. I'm gonna force it to be bigger. That's not doing it either. All that, what did that do? It made my, oh. What the heck? That just did not do anything. It just, huh. You know, sometimes things are just feel, why does it just feel so complicated here? I know if moving this should not be this hard. Because it was all the way to the right. It just, all I did was try to reposition things so it wouldn't be. Huh, you know what I just thought of? It may have a hard time drawing this line. Because I don't think the parent container knows where that original spot is. because it's been laid out by the formation layout. Hmm. It's almost like formation layout needs to draw the lines, draw the routes, but send the coordinates back to the playbook to actually. It's gonna be. It's proving to be kind of a thing. I knew it would be complicated. This is just the thing that it's just got to be. I mean, it's got a lot going on. No, that didn't work either. I have a feeling it has to do with, like, it's not a big enough window. What if I set this guy to like W 50%? And then, oh, wait a minute. No, wrong one. I don't want you 50%. I want you to be, was it full? W full? Ah! Found it. It's that one. Perfect. Well, kind of far, but it's pretty perfect. pretty perfect. So I could say something like W. What do I want? I want it to be a little shorter. So we're going to say W. 85%. Nope. Square bracket. Ah, there we go. That's closer. Still not quite. I'm going to push it a little bit forward. Let's go to 90%. Okay. I think I can deal with that. It's just nice if it'd be lined up, but maybe I want to bring the playbook in just to get it out of the shadow a little bit. But that should do it. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out how to make this so it stays in all the time. See how it's like always fitting? It's just shrinking and growing. It stays in the box all the time, but it's kind of bugging me that it's fully filling it, right? But if it's like off, it'll just squish off the page. And I don't know if I like that. I kind of want it always to fit like one direction. It should always fit like horizontally or vertically. Maybe I always want it to fit vertically, and then at least it'll shrink according to its thing. But I don't know. I just think I want this thing to stay on the screen. I don't want to have to be chasing it. It's like if I go to the home page here, see, this guy always fits one direction. See, like it won't fit here, right? And I can't really shrink it the other way. It'll always fit horizontally. I like that. That means I can pick my, now if I shrink it, it shrinks, right? So it fits, fine. But I always have the whole thing fitting because the one size always has to be in there. I can't get the thing not to fit. It's always in there. So that's what I want the other one to do. To stay in the box. I'd rather have white space and have to shrink after the white space just to get rid of the white space. But I don't want to have my thing growing off. So I got to fix that because it's just annoying. Now theoretically, see how I have this set? This should be the same size as my image. See how it fits perfectly? Because I have them set up the same size. But when I'm on one, I want it to size the same way. Which means I have to go to the coach component. And we have a background thing here. I think it's on this one. Maybe not. So we're in here. Is it not the coach component? It must be the... Oh, maybe it's the page. Oh, the coach component is different. Okay. So it's kind of whatever this is. But I need to also see my home page. Background image. All right, so it's whatever this is. I think. Oh no, the actual image. Oh, it might be that bottom one. This is just the size of the div. So it's contain. Let's go see what that is. What do I have it set as in here? PG center cover contain. What if I go with contain here? Nope, that doesn't do anything. It's not working. Did I do something? Maybe that's not the right. It's background contain. Oh. Never mind. Those are the wrong pieces. Huh. Okay, but that's the wrong background. I'm going to do the right background. Here we go. Let's try this one. Oh, that's a football. Ah, no. I don't know what that's going to do. Can I even... does that even do anything? Nope, just stays there. But that's not what I wanted either. How about this guy contain? Oh, hey, I found it. Now it stays in my box. Yay! Now, yes, I know that kind of tweaks things if I get too small and my grid don't fit. It can start to get squished. It does seem to stay in there pretty well, though. If I shrink it this way, my grid gets lost. It doesn't know how to stay in there. But if I go this way, it tries its best. So yeah, I know. It's hard to get the perfect result. The only other thing is to get my grid to be smarter and stay and check the image of the thing like I do with the other stuff. But I don't know. It just bugs me that my image changes size. So it's kind of like when you're basing it on the size of the image, it's way easier. But then you got complications, right? Because now you got to start, your image keeps changing shapes and sizes, so your stuff has to change shapes and sizes too. Okay, so next steps. We are here now. We have our image. We still have this. Gotta figure that out. But when I click on here, yay. And then I click somewhere else, yay. Okay, so we got move to 1. I get rid of that one number. I don't want the counter. What the heck is that counter thing? All right, let's go back to the, we can close this and that, and we go to play editor, and then we have move to, and I don't care about this. I don't know what I is. It's doing some kind of counter nonsense. We don't need that. That was a AI thinking it was smart kind of thing. Wait. Huh? What did I do? Oh. I'm not sure why. Oh, because we're in a list. Oh. All right, so I just need to get rid of this. And then we can get rid of, I don't know, I don't care about the key. I'm not going to use key, but that should be fine. There you go. Interesting that that thinks is up is negative. Is that right? Is up negative? Oh, it's -3 to the 0. Oh, okay. Okay. So 0, this is 0, 0. So if this way it's -3, if it's that way it's positive. And negatives are only going to be underneath here for the y coordinates. Okay. So, that said, I need my list box to probably be a little shorter so I can put a save button underneath it. Do I save the play? Am I saving a play or no? I have to save the route separately. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could save the route. I could save the route in progress. In other words, if you click on something else, it auto saves the route. then I have to reload the route, which I'm going to have to do anyway at a point. If you click back on it. Okay, so if we're going to, well, I got to save the route and load the route, but do I see? I'm gonna have to start creating the data object. Right now I'm just doing UI stuff, but I haven't created a data object that's actually holding anything. And I think I'm coming to that point where I need to start creating the data object that's going to hold the item and then pass it back to the back end. Even if I store, what I probably will do is not save a play unless you save the play. Or I save the play, which is probably what's really coming down to. Because like I said, I'm not really planning to make this publicly available because I think it's going to be kind of I don't know what I want to call it. What's the word? Inobvious? No. Overly complicated. Is basically what I'm saying. It's not going to be intuitive. It's not going to be the most intuitive thing. And I'm thinking, I'll know how to use it, but that's because I designed it. And other people, I'm not saying other people aren't smart enough to figure it out. I'm just saying it's just, so I'll need an input field for the play name. I'll need to have some extra info off by formations. We're going to have play name, play formation, or play type. Like, will be a run or pass. That's really the primary thing. There'll be different types of plus it's like if I give it a play type that's run right and then you set it up to go left, I'm trying to see if there's a way I could think of how to do this where if the coordinates have a combined negative x, it's a run play. But I feel like it'd be, again, that's why I don't want to hand it out to people, because if I try to make it smart enough to say it's a run right, and then you do something weird and zigzag it all over the place, you could go like way far one way and then way back. So you'd have to add up all of the coordinates on the x side or the y side to determine if it's a y or left, a run right or a pass right. I could probably do that, huh? Because if I'm sitting at 0 and I move, like say you're doing a reverse of some kind where you run right and then it goes back to the left, and then you add up all of those x coordinates, all those x movements, all the movement to the right will go back to 0 and you'll end up with a negative, or you go the other way to go back to 0 and then you'll end up with a positive, which will put you at run right, run left. So a positive is run right and a negative is a run left if it's a run play. So all you have to do is tell it if it's a run or a pass. It'll calculate if it's a run right or a run left. Run middle could be anything that's within the offensive line zone. So if it's like I mean, is it a run? It's still a run right, run left, but run middle would be like something that's right off center. You know, it's like it's a 1. That's a run middle. I think anything else is a run right, run left. But run middle just means you're coming in at the center. There's not very many run middles. And a pass right, pass left would basically just be where you're basically going. Would you even do a pass right, pass left? I don't even know if you'd care about pass right. It'd probably be more like screen, short, medium, long. Or screen, short, medium, deep. Screen, short, medium, deep. And then, and it can calculate those things based on how far you go. Um, and if you only have some guys, it's going to basically be driven, I think, by your primary receiver. Or maybe be driven by the average. Maybe the average depth. Because you may have a... No, because screen pass would always be non-screen if you went by your average depth. It has to be receiver number 1 or receiver number... You have to go by the receiver because you'd never have a screen pass if he was like set it, if you were going by the average, because all your other numbers would be bigger. Unless you don't have... I guess you could have a screen pass that doesn't have other routes. Then you would just get a screen pass. You'd say pass and there's only one person. That would do it. But yeah, I think you just need to tell it if it's a run or a pass. Because you could have routes on both, but once you tell it it's a run or a pass, it's going to... it'll know that that's the primary goal. I know. There's a lot of thinkiness going on in some of this stuff because, well, it takes some thinkiness. I wonder if I even need the W. I'm thinking I just want to out of the position on this. I like simplicity. I know it says position, but I'm thinking it doesn't need it. What if I just do that? Ooh, well, no. Position does make it wide enough, but I don't want that. It needs to be a set width, then we'll say W 100. Oh, come on. Why is it always got to be difficult? Picks. Oof. So my route definition didn't even give it a width. Okay, that's better. It doesn't need to be 150 though. Let's go with 100. Can we center? No? Dang it. I'm never going to remember all these things. There's too many. And the thing is, different things have different. It's like it's a line. It's justify. It's just there's too many, man. I don't know, man. There's too many things. All right, what is let's go here. I need the H3 tag and route definition to be centered. What? What? Text center. Tell you, man, there's too many freaking things. Text center. Perfect. I don't know why I said W full or anything like that, but not going to worry about it. Am I like overlapping? Oh no, it's just the white line. What if I go, what is this going to do? It doesn't do anything. Let's go P2. Nope. That's actually not what I wanted. I wanted up here. P2. Oh, that's padding. It's actually not bad. M. So that's the. Oh, okay. P. No. M. M. Two. Oh, that's actually not bad either. But now I just need to go what? Why did that shrink it? So is that margin too? That's probably not what I want. M R2. Ah, better. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted a little bit of a space in there. I felt like it was the kissy was too much. Maybe I'll even go one. Just a little bit of space. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're close. Just getting that clean up. And then, all right, so now the tricky part. We got to get back to getting the grid down here. So I was talking to Claude, and Claude gave me some ideas, but I don't even know. Did Claude erase my lines in that last scenario, maybe I just erased my lines. Because Claude, I didn't tell Claude to stop doing lines. It's possible Claude left the lines in there and I messed them up. Now let's modify our play editor. So here's a formation. All right, so no, I guess we still have the lines. Okay, so what I need is, I think do I still want to draw the lines in here or in there? So either I have to draw the line within the formation editor or the formation layout, or I need to pass back the anchor point. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but let's try it. Nice. Add line drawing capabilities. Yes. I still need a line between the position start and the new coordinate. Also, if a second point is clicked, the new line needs to be from the previous point, not the original. What do you got for me, Claude? What's your solution? You didn't answer me already. Was that like a super fast answer? Oh no, I didn't click. I was going to say that was really fast. Oh wait, did I hit my limit? Is Claude done with me already? How come it's not going in? Did I hit my limit? It doesn't say I hit my limit, does it? Huh. It's not working. Oh, I did. Oh, my message length. Oh, you're a turd face. Okay. Guy, Claude, you have so many limitations. It just bugs me. I don't know. All right, so how do I do this? So if I go to a new question, Claude won't know anything I did before. Okay. Which means I got to tell it what to do. It means anything I tell, I'm going to have to tell it what to do. Okay. So I have to go here. I got to go new question. All right. And then I have play editor, information layout. Okay. I need to the play editor component and the formation what is it called? Formation layout. The formation layout returns a set of coordinates. I need to draw a line from the original coordinate to the new coordinate for that position. If another location on the field is clicked other than a new position, other than the position, other than the coordinates of another position. Field? Filed. Field. I need a new line, I need the previous line. Alright, what's it now? I need a new line to be drawn from the previous coordinates to the new ones. We are drawing a route for position. Okay. There we go. Let's see what Claudicius comes up with, shall we? Holy millions! What's it do, man? It sure seems like a lot of words there. Tell you what outlines. Okay. Okay, change the plan route drawing. Add a local route state to track route coordinates for each position. Create helper functions. Get original position. Gets the starting coordinates for a player. Grid to pixel. Converts grid coordinates to pixel coordinates. Okay. Generates route path. Creates SVG path data for drawing routes. And I think it was doing that before, so that sounds like we're on the same path. Because I accidentally deleted my line stuff before, because I had to move it to the play editor. Clicks. Draws dashed white lines for each position's route. Updates automatically where new route points are added. Improved the player position indicators. Added a blue circular. No. We don't need to start adding. Don't tell me don't start changing that, because it doesn't work, because the circles look weird. I mean, they look sort of okay, but then the letters they're like half in the circle, half out. It's not good. They look weird. So I stopped using the circles. I don't need arrow markers. Okay. Let's simplify. Don't need circles or arrows. And lines can be solid colored. So I would like them to change color in a new position is selected. W or T positions should be yellow, blue, what other color should they be? Yellow, okay, yellow, blue, green, then purple. I mean, I don't know how many receivers can you actually have? You could theoretically have 6 possible receivers with no running backs on the field, right? Because you could have 2 wide receivers and then 2 tight ends. That would just be like an empty backfield. Everybody's just up on the line, and you're just going, blah. You're just running everybody. Yellow, blue, green, then purple. All right. We're just going to say 4. This is going to be weird. I'm giving it the whole bit. Yellow, blue, green, purple, orange, then why am I not using red? Because I'm going to use red for the running backs. For a running play. Yellow, blue, green, purple, orange. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 is the most you can have. Okay. Let's just do it that way. Then red. Okay. You know, I'm getting ideas. Getting ideas. What do I want to do? Well, I'm thinking I might actually insert more list boxes. Does that work though? Am I getting too complicated? Because the reason I'm saying is like, what if I just want the 6 list boxes? The thing is, because 6 will work for primaries. That's what I was thinking. But if I got to give blocking assignments to the others, it'll be too hard to give. I mean, I'd have to have what, 11 boxes on the field. I might as well just put 11 things out, one for every one, and not bother to create the center points. One's like W1, W2, W3, T1, T2. So they would all have their thing, and then you'd have to just give them their blocking assignments. Some of them would be very short. So I'm wondering, you don't really need a lot. I mean, even if you have 4 different actions or 4 different things, it's not going to be a lot. So you put your primaries on top with 6, and then you put the bottom with the QB and then the lineman. And it'd be 6, it'd be 5 more, right? QB, and then 5 linemen is 6. Oh, wow. So there's only 5 primaries? Oh, why was I trying to do 6? I don't need 6. Because it's only 5. QB doesn't get a color. And there's only 5 other people possible. Because then you got your 5 linemen, who are always the same 5 linemen. Always. Could be different people, but they're the same 5. You got a center, 2 guards, and 2 tackles, and that's one thing about the offense. They don't ever like change. There are weird things where you can do like, no, tackle eligible. I think even that still has just the same 5 guys. I don't think you have 2. You don't have like 3 tackles out there. It just means you line up in a special way that lets your tackle legally go out for a pass. But it's not a... Gosh, it's Thursday already. Oh my gosh. I would like to get this play editor done today, but I don't know. It's 2 o'clock. I need to take a break. I got some things to do. At 3 o'clock, I'll come back for a second session, but we will get progress made. I do plan to get more of this in, but I do need to stop because I do have some other things I need to get done.